You say Islam, I am out? No, don't take.
You can't disrespect a religion like that.
I can't disrespect.
A religion like that.
So if someone comes and beats you up, what should I do? Should I protect you?
Islam beats you up.
No, please listen. If someone comes and beats you up, what should I do? Should I protect you?
Again.
If someone comes here, I'm meeting you for the first time, yeah? If someone comes here and does something terrible to you or intends to do something terrible to you, what should I do?
You should defend yourself in the right way, in the right manner.
Yeah. So I should protect you also, yeah?
No, protect yourself.
No. If someone comes here to do terrible things to you, what should I do? To you.
To you?
Yeah. What should I do?
Stand with the right.
Say again?
Stand with the right.
Stand with the right. Protect you, yeah? Because if you weren't involved, if that person... Islam does this. Has been doing this. Right from the start, 7th century. He tried to do this. This man, he tried to do that. He tried to threaten me. These guys, look at them. Look at their faces. Can you see their faces? Anger. Can you see the anger?
Because you are disrespecting their religion here.
What? I am saying Islam is evil. Are you saying this is evil or not?
No, because you're here disrespecting.
Sure. Let me ask you a simple question. Yeah? In the Quran, are you familiar with Masjid al-Haram?
Come again?
Are you familiar with Masjid al-Haram? Who owned Masjid al-Haram during the time of Islam's origin?
No one owns the Masjid al-Haram.
No one owned?
No one owns.
So was some building lying around, no one owned?
No one, it's for all the Muslims, but Saudi Arabia...
Excuse me, now at the time of the origin of Islam, who owned already Masjid al-Haram?
يقول مين كان يملك المسجد الحرام؟ ما حد يملك. No one owns Masjid al-Haram.
My dear friend, please listen.
I'm telling you, no one owns Masjid al-Haram.
Listen to me. Surah 5. So if I read, for example, Surah 9, Ayah 5. Say again. What's that? What did he say?
No, speak English.
Okay. Is that your daughter?
Yeah.
Maybe she can help translate if she makes any important point. Please do translate. So let's read. Surah 9, Ayah 5. When the inviolable months have passed, then kill the polytheists wherever you find them, capture them, and besiege them, and sit and wait for them at every place of ambush. But if they repent establish worship, prayer, and give zakah, let them go on their way. Yeah. Do you know who this is talking about?
He talks about the
Quraysh. He's talking about the battle when the Prophet ﷺ sent.
Don't listen to me. He's giving fancy stories.
To the Romans to invite
fancy
Islam,
stories.
and they killed the messenger. That's why. You speak Arabic, right?
Do you read the Quran or do you hear fancy stories?
What
do you hear?
He's explaining what this is about.
Is the word Romans there?
Yeah. This is context.
Is the Roman? Yeah.
It's a famous story. You're just reading it without knowing the context of it.
I know the context. I've read the.
You don't know the context of
my
it.
dear
You
friend,
don't know the real
you didn't
story
even know
behind
you had to ask him. Now you're teaching me right now. Masjid al-Haram. I'll ask him. You perhaps know. Who owned? He doesn't know English.
Allah owns.
Who owned Masjid? Your mullah doesn't exist, sir. Forget about your Allah owning anything. Your mullah, Islamic Mickey Mouse mullah, doesn't exist. Why is he angry?
You're a coward. You're a coward.
How can mullah own anything here if he never showed up here?
You're insulting my religion. When I talked back, you said no.
Is that insult?
Are you
Yes, you're
afraid?
insulting my religion.
Oh, because I spoke back, it's insult?
No. You're saying Mickey Mouse. You're saying that it's family.
Well, has Islamic Mickey Mouse Allah spoken to anyone?
Allah spoke to one.
Is there any evidence for him speaking to anyone?
Well, you don't know the whole.
This fellow says he owned Masjid al-Haram. Can you believe this nonsense?
Yes.
If I told you, hey, look, this gentleman, I own him. Masjid al-Haram. How many of you are brave Muslims? You speak English, sir? No. You are not a Muslim, sir. You're a Muslim, sir. Please come here, sir. Please, we need some help. You're a Muslim, sir. Please help us. No. They may have read. You seem not to have read the Quran. You have not read the Quran, yeah?
She read it.
You haven't read the Quran. I ask. Now to you, my dear friend. Who owned Masjid al-Haram? Are you terrified? Yeah.
You're disrespectful. You're spreading hate.
I am spreading hate? How did I exactly spread hate?
You're quoting the Quran and you're saying Mickey Mouse.
You're pushing my mic right now. Yes. Yeah, you are spreading hate. You are the only one who is hateful right now in this interaction. This is the level of gaslighting. I am politely speaking to him. He slaps my microphone away and then he says, I am spreading hate. Can you imagine the level? It wasn't on your face, sir. No, don't. If you're terrified, please cover your face also and move away. Don't. I am an idiot. This is the respect you have for me. Where are you from? Are you visiting the UK?
It doesn't matter where I'm from.
No, it does matter because in the UK we have a basic level of quality. Are you from the UK?
From the UK.
Well, I have a level of quality because I am a Christian. Don't be. He is advising you to stay away. Please stay away from the camera. Thank you very much. Now, how many Muslims can answer my simple question? If you know English, please step forward and answer my simple question. Who owned Masjid al-Haram at the time of the origin of Islam? Who owned it?
Allahu Akbar.
I understand this is your delusion, but in terms of evidence, who owned Masjid al-Haram?
You're just standing here saying that we're delusional.
Look at the delusion. Masjid al-Haram.
You're just standing here saying that we're
Please,
delusional.
yeah, sure. Don't insult me. Please,
You're insulting
don't.
our religion.
Yeah, I didn't.
You're just sitting
Right now,
here
let me
speaking
speak.
nonsense.
Sure. Don't insult me.
I'm not insulting you. You're insulting our whole
Thank-
religion.
sure.
You insulted
Thank you.
all of us here.
Hey, wow. Is that gentleman related to you? Did I touch you? Did I even come near you?
Yes, I'm speaking to
Did I even come near you?
It's not even business card.
Did I even come near you? No, my dear friend, did I even come near you?
You're coming near all of us.
Did I come near you? Did I come in a way to touch you? Why are these guys always? Why? Look at these. Hey, look at these sex. Look at these sex maniacs. Look at these sex maniacs. The moment a lady speaks to a gentleman, to the sex maniac Muslims, all that comes to their mind is Rotherham stuff. That's what comes to their mind all the time. A Muslim man or Muslim woman speaks to a Christian man, in their mind already it is clear, sex. That's the best. Why? Because you can spell Islam in a few different ways. One way you can spell Islam is through two words. Sex, S-E-X, cult. That's one way of spelling it. And so anytime I speak to a lady, that guy clearly has some bad ideas about this lady. Clearly. And he is thinking everyone else is like him. Look at him. Look at him. He is thinking everyone else is like him. I am a Christian, sir. I am not a Muslim. If you have bad ideas, don't come near me. Don't come. You've touched me. You have touched me.
Don't push me.
You have come into me. You have touched me. Don't come into my personal space.
Do not fucking push me.
Don't come into my personal space. You come into my personal space.
Fucking push me.
Don't come into my personal space. You 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 come into my personal space.
You can never be a brave man, you know? I swear you can never be.
We're talking, we're not
You can never be a
fighting.
brave man, you know? If you would like to have
Look at the Muslims here. They have no sensible response to intelligent points I am trying to make. All that they have in mind is their sexual maniac business, including this gentleman.
Where did you get that from?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Where did you get that from?
Get what from?
The Quran. What?
Are you Muslim, sir?
Yes, I am.
Okay. If you could maintain a bit of distance, please come here. Let's have a conversation. Please come here, sir. If you want to have a conversation, please come here.
You there is right now. So I'm not going to let you man touch him. That's the way it works.
Very simple.
That's the way. Just don't. No, you won't. You won't. I dare you to try then.
See what I'm saying?
Are you going to do it? I didn't think so. There you go. So let's keep it like that then. Keep it civil. Keep it civil. Have a conversation.
This is Speaker's Corner. My dear Muslim friends, not Al-Qaeda's planning place. And so please calm down. When you get back home, you can get back to all your planning. While you are at Speaker's Corner, try to engage in a sensible manner. When you get home, have your Al-Qaeda ideas. But at Speaker's Corner, engage. Now the gentleman tried to ask, and let me tell you this very simply. Islam is a violent religion. This conclusion must be as clear as daylight to anyone who understands basic English and who can pick up the Quran to read.
Yeah, brother.
I believe in freedom of speech.
Yeah, so
freedom of speech. I believe in.
This is good.
Yeah. What about me? Yeah.
Do you believe in everything he's saying? Yeah. And the way he's speaking and how he speaks.
I haven't read the whole Quran, but if he's reading the Quran, I believe that's coming from the Quran.
Where in the Quran saying that? Where?
Now, here.
Are you defending a man that
No, brother. If 6 Christians circled you, I would defend you. No, it's about defending the person that's getting pressured by 6 people.
So what do you defend him for? We would like to have a conversation.
If he was a rapist, he's not a rapist. He's a rule, bro.
This is part of the problem we have in the UK. Muslims show up, they don't even know what criminality is and what is sensible critique is. They don't even know the difference. When they have pedophilia, sex slavery gangs across the UK, they excuse that. They don't see that as a crime. Why? Because it is Muslim Ummah, Habibis who do these things. But when a Speaker's Corner person speaks here, they get offended. Why? Because critiquing is criminal in Islam. Sexually ravishing young girl children is acceptable. Music is criminal in Islam, but doing terrible things to non-Muslims and chopping their heads off is perfectly acceptable. And this level of confusion is here in the UK. What have we imported, my dear friends?